Masterclass. I'm Steve Hay, and I've got a good reason for being late. Not a good reason, but a reason. I had to take Bob to the vet, the after hours vet, emergency, and don't want to go into it, but I've got a couple of real tough decisions to make in the next few days. But anyway, if anyone's had a dog that they've had for a long time, and they look at you that way, you know the end's close. Oh, anyway, I'm going to get on with woodwork. Excuse me for a minute. Yeah, been a tough morning. I said I wasn't going to do this. As Sue said, "Are you right this room?" I said, "Yeah, no dramas, I can do it." Who we got in? G'day Mike. G'day Ray. G'day Jared. G'day John. G'day Andy. G'day Trevor. Yeah, he's not good, John. Dear. Hey, how was the roads yesterday? Who ventured out? I did a stupid thing. Sue and I went to have a look at some carpet. And my goodness, anyone would think they were giving free beer away at the pub. Excuse me for a second. That's better. I must have got some sawdust in my eye or something. Yeah, absolutely mayhem. And the Pixie photo people parked at the side of the road, happy to take your money and your photo as you drove past because you haven't been driving for so long. Anyway, there you go, that's it. Oh dear. My day can now start. Good on you, Ray. Thanks for that. Good morning, Max. Good morning, Paul. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Prunella. I feel for you. Yeah, it's not good, mate. I worked out it's the 8th dog I've had. But anyway, he's all right. He's rugged up. I could have a rant about the vet. What a mongrel he was. Absolutely no compassion whatsoever for me or Bob. Just really, I mean, Bob was in a fair amount of pain. This bloke just didn't care and kept on calling Bob a girl. Oh, how long she had this? I said, his name's Bob, he's a boy. Oh, well, just tell her to do this. And then he literally slapped this bandage on it, said, oh, that's so you won't bleed all over the car. That was it. $200 later, thank you very much. Not much difference between them and mainstream doctors in many cases. I'm not going to start because I'll really let fly and I'll get demonetized for saying rude words. Ah, dear. Don't you dare be nice to me, Max, or I'll blubber. G'day T-Bone, how are you? G'day Paul. I'm not being heartless, I'm just brushing over those comments because I'll lose it. Yeah, how do you work that? You're right, Ray. We had social distance. Sue went to Kmart to buy something, and social distance would be blowed. There's only, 4 people allowed in a store at any one time, but there was something like 500 people jammed in like sardines waiting to get in the joint. Nah, give it a flick. Dear. Yeah, called Bob a Sheila. Fancy that. He's got tackle. Have a look. Goodness gracious. Good morning, Louise. Hey, Randy, how are you? We're still in lockdown. First time out in a week. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? No, that was a boy. That's true. But I'll tell you if I can hold it. the song going through my head is, what is it? Old Dogs and Children and Watermelon Wine. Anyway, the idea I had when I woke up after a fairly fitful sleep was trying something new with these doors on that cabinet. I want to put glazing bars on there, but I came up with, well, I didn't, but I woke up with this idea, which I don't know if it'll work or not, but I want to give it a try. And it's using the Monster Prunella. We'll be on the Monster nearly all day. It's Dovetails, but my drawing's a bit rubbishy. But the concept is yeah, there's a door. So glazing bars, I want to do some sort of shape, I can work that out later. But the centre is a square end grain piece of timber, and these bars will dovetail into it, and this will be proud about 2 or 3 mil. So you're going to have this end grain effect with dovetails holding the glazing bars in, then just be mortise and tenon in here. And what I've decided to do was just to be different. This book I'm reading, Kevin Riddell's, I thought I bought it down here, but I read a lot of it at the vets because Bob discovered there are other dogs in the world and he thought that's not right, so he had to kill them all. So it was carrying on so much. They said, oh, can we put you in a separate consultancy room? He was all right then. Didn't have to look at other dogs because he's the only dog in the world as far as he's concerned. Yeah, and it's the arts and crafts movement. And oh boy, I'm getting some inspiration out of that, getting some really, ideas, but more so than the idea, it's allowing me to question and challenge what is considered practice or good design or the status quo in as far as furniture making was. And that's what the arts and crafts movement was. It came out of a knee-jerk reaction to the Industrial Revolution, but also pushing boundaries and breaking out of the Victorian, the Rococo style of furniture, which was big, it was brass, it was bold, it had to have significance and a lot of elaborate decoration, whereas it came out to challenge the way things are put together, and it gained acceptance. So it's good from my point of view, because I guess as a traditional furniture maker, I've always stuck with, I like Georgian furniture. My favourite, my passion is Gothic furniture, and that's chunky, big, brassy, in your face, not refined. Whereas on the other hand, Georgian furniture is very refined, nice lines, soft, and very delicate in its approach. Whereas reading this arts and craft is just a mismatch of everything put together, and people, it only lasted for about 20 years, from about 1890 to about 1910. Then by the end of the First World War, it was gone, and of course Art Deco started to come in. So that gave me this idea of doing things differently, and those of you who've been watching this wall cabinet that I've been making, I've stained the inside and I stained the lining boards at the back. And what I came up with last night, discussing it with Susie, is I'm going to keep that interior stain, but I'm going to leave the outside natural colour. So this experiment I want to try with here, where this hub is that these glazing bars will dovetail into, that's end grain, and I'm going to stain that. So it's, yeah, I feel quite excited about it actually, it's good. Oh, absolutely, Prunella, I'll get back, yeah. Prunella. Wait, Prunella might be opulence, I don't know. Rococo was opulence. It was a lot of gilded work, high figure carving, in your face, over the top, look how much money I spent sort of thing. Whereas arts and craft rebelled against that and was very It's the best way I can describe it from my experience, it's a cross between Art Nouveau and Gothic, in that it's got the fine lines of Art Nouveau with decoration, but it's got the heft and the balls, if you like, of Gothic, which make a statement. And yeah, there's a couple of pieces I saw. There's a Sydney Barnsley chest I saw in this book, and I've got to make it. It is just, I will put my own flavour to it, but it's just, it's shaker furniture made by, there you go, I've done it. It's shaker furniture made by a Neanderthal. There you go. So it's good. Anyway, where are we up to? Yeah, we're going to do the monster. No, you're not quite late. I've only just started, Devon. But were they using sharp bits, Prunella? Was it quick and painless? Oh, you've little faith. Yeah, I'll be using parts of that router table you've never seen me use before, because what I want to do, I've never done before. Or will I be? Hang on. No, I won't. No, it's all right. We'll work it out. Oh, hang on. I've got to... Will I be or what? No, I will be. Yes, I'll be using parts of the router table you haven't seen before. Oh, Mike, mate, honestly, I didn't tell you for that, for hard energy out to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, but that wasn't the reason I shared. But, mate, I appreciate that. Oh, sorry, I just smacked my microphone. Oh, dear. Oh, no, I can't bear that. I can handle Trevor without socks, but not with those tassels on. No, mate, I've got to make a tough decision this week, Devon, so I don't want to go to it because I'll lose me composure. I was thinking of a nice four-letter word starting with S, but I thought composure would be better. Yeah, it's interesting how they got together, T-Bone, and did that. But anyway, it's one of those things. Don't know, Jeff, but fairly sure he's got the big C in a big way. He's had these, I feel a bit better now. He had these fat lumps that he's had since a puppy. And we just kept an eye on them. And then one came up and, you touch it, press it, didn't worry him. And he knocked the top off it a couple of weeks ago, and it bled, which was clean. And then a scab formed, and that was fine. So, he's a tough old bird. He's had paralysis ticks in him. He's been bitten by a snake. He's been in dog fights and all sorts of things. And so I decided to let it go, and the scab was nice and tight and healing over quite nicely. And then yesterday morning, Sue and I noticed there was a big sack of fluid next to where the scab was, about that big, which has only come up in the last, must have been day or so. And last night, I don't know what happened. He went out for a run. He went and killed a cockatoo. But he went out for a run or something, and he came back, and he'd ripped his back open, and it wasn't very nice. So I took him up to the vet, and I said, look, he's got these fat lumps all over, and the doctor says, yeah, that's not too bad. He said, but one like that could be, not nice. So he's given me a course of tablets, and he said, see how it goes with that course. If it hasn't cleared up, I'm sorry. So there you go. Well, I got that out without spluttering too much, didn't I? But yeah, getting back, if I can do it without bawling. My dog previous to him we'd had for 14 years, and he developed cancer under the chin. And the vet said to me, I said, well, you know, what should we get him put down? Or he said, yeah, that'd be the kindest thing to do. I said, well, do we do it now? He said, no, he's not ready yet, but he will let you know when he's ready. And it was about, maybe 8 or 9 days later, I walked downstairs and he was there and he gave me this look. And Bob gave me exactly the same look last night and exactly the same when we're coming home. It's funny because I took him up in the MX-5 so he didn't have to jump into the truck. And we're driving along and he puts his paw out to put on my leg and he hit the electric windows. So that was quite funny. But yeah, the look they give you, and dog lovers know what I'm talking about. So that's it. Where are we up to? Yeah, and then of course I'm beating myself. Oh, I'm a bad dog owner. Oh, this, that, and the other. And he said, no, you've spoilt him rotten. And in all honesty, he's had a blast of good life. He was a runaway, and we picked him up from the dog shelter about, not quite 10 years ago. So yeah, he's had a good time. He's had a good innings, mate. He has. He's eaten his fair share of chocolate. That should have put him in the grave. But and the receptionist. The receptionist was nice. The vet was just an absolute dick. And I heard him actually. He was working on a dog in the consultancy room next to me, and the dog started to yelp. And I just said, "Oh, shut up and settle down." I mean, you know, excuse me. I'll give him the hot shot. Give him the green dream. Oh dear. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, mate? But anyway, Sue said, "You going to get another one?" I said, "Yeah, but not straight away." We'll see. He might pull through. I mean, he's as tough as boots. Got bitten by a brown snake. Didn't worry him. Took him to the vet. He enjoyed that. Didn't enjoy the thermometer up the wazoo. And then he had a paralysis tick, and they said, "Oh, you know, he'll most likely last another 24 hours," but he couldn't find out what the fuss was. He was up eating his food. And even when I got him home, he was pretty crook in the back. I was eating the cereal. He gets off the bed. "Well, give me something. Give me something." So, oh, dear. Not to change the subject, though. Totally intended is for good of her honesty. It depends what brand of eucalyptus it is, Prunella. Yeah, it just depends. Some you can do stuff with and others, nah, you can, but see if you can find out what it is. Yeah, absolutely, mate. You're right on it, John. Those dollars. I went in. I tried to, as I don't know if I told you yesterday. Yeah, I was a bit concerned, but not as concerned as I was last night. And Sue went to the local vet up here, but we can't get in till Tuesday. I said, okay, we'll make an appointment for Tuesday. And then when he ripped his back open last night, I went up. Now, this is a 24-hour vet. I won't say what it is because I'm not going to do that, but it's a 24-hour vet that's open 7 days a week. And I went in and she said, "Oh, we charge a little extra today." I said, "Well, that's fine. 24 hours, 7 days a week, why would you charge extra on a Sunday?" And she said, "Oh, the visit is $126 or something." I said, "Oh, that's fine." I said, "Well, just out of interest, how much is it normally?" "Oh, she said, normally $60. So $200 later, he just could not. Oh, snotty. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I might introduce him to the router whilst he's spinning on the lathe. G'day, Ben. How are you, mate? You need to snatch that vet up and introduce yourself to him. Yeah, I'd love to. Big Liverpool kiss. Anyway, what am I doing? Sidetrack me. Don't sidetrack me. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is machine dovetails. Now, I don't need you do these as a rule, but for what I want to do, I have to have precision and have it equal. So I'm going to cut dovetails on the router. And many of you might not have seen dovetails being cut on the router. So there we go, we'll do that. So I'm going to cut the sockets and the pins together. And I really haven't tried this before. Don't know how it's going to turn out, but we will give it a shot. So we'll go over to the router. Where are we? The router is... Oh, my head's gone. There we go. Okay, we'll go over there and see if... Well, we can do it, but just see if it's going to work. It's going to be interesting times. Now to cut, this is a dovetail router bit. Here somewhere. Oh, well, there's one. Where's the other one I want? They're dovetail router bits, there. Let me just go over to the... There you go, 1/4 inch shafts. I want the bigger shaft one, which is this one here. Okay, so that's on a bigger shaft and I'm using a bigger shaft bit. What you do first of all is remove the waste out of the dovetail before you actually put the dovetails in. So we might do that first. Yeah, I've got to tell you, I'm a bit 6s and 7s at the moment, but I want to do this because I think it's, if it works out, I'll call it the bob joint. Okay, so I want to run that up the middle. Oh no, we don't. Do we or don't we? No, I tell fibs. So I thought I'd be using this, but the way I want to do it, I won't. I'll do it totally differently. Now I want to get that in the centre. Of what I'm doing. Actually a little bit off centre, I think. That way when I'm cutting I'm not making too much of a mess. Let me get a bit of scrap so we can run a test piece along. And I better get some ear protection, I suppose. I'll put some eye muffs on. Okay, here we go. It's on. Whoop. Okay, that'll do. Now I've got to Okay, so still come this way a little bit. No, wrong way. We'll go this way. Put this in. This is definitely a sight thing. Okay, so it's back that way, just a fraction, I reckon. Okay, so it's nearly in the centre, a little bit fatter this side than that side, and that's fine. Now we'll take a few passes. We'll go back the other way. That will centralise this cut. So it's a little bit off to one side. Now that's nice and central. I love trying new things. What I will do though is, if I can find them, is put these on. So I don't get kickbacks. Not a problem. There. It would make sense if one of them was there, the other one should be too. There we go. That one about there, I reckon. So these things, what they do, they prevent it from spinning backwards. So if I did get a kickback, it won't go back that way, or it shouldn't. And I think I'll put these fingers on as well. Ah! That's if they'll reach. No. Not going to reach. So that's it. We won't use them. Okay, here we go. We're off again. Turn it around the other way, centralise it. And that's why you don't use your fingers. Turn it around. These really are good. Okay, so I've got 4 channels on each side. Do the same on this piece. Spin it around. This is always fun because you don't know if it's going to work or not. So you can spend 3 hours on something that ends up in the bin. All right, take it up a notch. Okay, one more of those. I've got to tell you, I'm pretty excited about this. Ah. Oh, keep going. I think I've just stuffed it up. Doesn't matter. I did too. That's all right. Carry on regardless. And one more. Okay. That's going to be enough of that. Now, got to put the dovetail bit in. And I did stuff it up, but doesn't matter because we still got half the components I need, and we can. I'll just means I've got to go and machine another bit of timber in a tick. But we'll do this bit anyway because I don't know. I might have started something that I can use again and again. It's funny when I did my drone pilot's license. They give you a checklist, which is basically the same list that commercial pilots undergo, and it's an acronym which I can't remember what it was now, but basically is are you tired? Are you on medication? Have you consumed alcohol? And one of them is stress, and they said if you're stressed, don't fly. And it was funny because I was halfway through doing my practical exam and I got a phone call I had to take, which created quite a large amount of stress, and consequently my flying absolutely went to pieces. So I think that's the same with this, with the Robert P. dog. Anyway. We'll get there, we'll get there. Okay. So now, let's just see. How this is going to go. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Come on. Okay. Now I'm just going to take that to there. Okay, that might do. Now I'm going to be cutting inboard, so I'm pushing this way because this cutter is doing the cutting. Or I suppose I could do it. Oh, I could do it this way. Okay, no, we'll do it this way. I'll cut outboard. Okay. We might just give that a test short run and see if it works. So this is the shape I've got now. That's all the waste removed. This tool now is just going to put the dovetails into the corners. Well, hopefully. Whoa, that's close. See there, that half that dovetail's formed. Do it around the other side. Well, they're pins actually, not the dovetail. But there you go. So we'll go all the way around and see what happens. Okay, now come back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. They're done. Okay, so there we have 4 dovetails. I'm just gonna knock a little bit off. To see what I want to do. Actually, I'll do that on the bandsaw. Wait a minute. I'll be with you in a tick. Just over on the bandsaw. Because we'll be going back to the router soon. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right. So we did all that just so I could get that. So that's dovetailed. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it that thick or maybe a bit thicker. Don't know. But the idea is that sits there. Let's clean that up with a bit of paper. Told you it was going to be an experimental sort of day. I've missed one. Oh, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay, I've missed one here, so I've got to go back and do that again in a tick. But the idea is, let me bring this around. That's going to sit there, and then I'm going to have the glazing bars dovetailed into that and divided up, and that's going to be stained brown, but we'll have the grain so it's up like that, which I think is going to look good. I've just got to work out how I'm going to do the dovetails now. Let me have a look at the chat, and then I'll go into a grey moment. I see, look, the amount of work you do for something, and then you go, it's not going to work straight away. But you've learned. I know. So far, I'm happy. As I said, I've got that one there. I've got to do that I haven't done. So I'll mark that. That one there. Okay, it's just got 2. So that one there. We'll go over and do that shortly. Now I've just got to work out how I'm going to do the dovetails. Yeah, I know. I just figured it out. Let me have a chat. Oh. Da-dum, ba-dum. Hey, how are you, Blue Wren? I tell you what, I wish you lived closer. I don't know if you heard the story, but I had a mongrel of a vet I saw this morning. I felt like jobbing him one. Kept calling Bob a girl. How's that? Who called it a finger eating table? Hey, that's what you said, Blue Wren. Yeah, that's no drums. I'll freaking email, but that sounds good tomorrow afternoon. I tell you, I'm enjoying my coffee machine. I'll just throw that in for nothing. Oh. Well, I tell you what, to save you any risk of health, Blue Red, I will eat as many as I can to prevent you from getting sick. There you go. Hey, what a magnanimous gesture that is. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Oh, there's the girl I know and love. Yeah, awesome cook and baker and extremely humble. Oh, but that's it. Eye muffs. That's what I had on. Eye muffs. They're good. Where are we? Oh, yeah, I'll pay that one. I'll pay that one, Bluey. Yeah, look, I could start the stream and just go up to the house, drink coffee, read a book, and everyone have a good time. Don't worry about that. Yep, sounds good. Oh, and just out of respect for you, my dear, I'll eat Monte Carlos. I've switched over to Monte Carlos. I think I prefer them to Tim Tams now. Oh, yes. Well, Jarrah. Oh, tell him it's no good and that you want it. Jarrah, you can do all sorts of lovely things with Jarrah. Great for furniture. Awesome for furniture. I love it. Hey, whoa, there you go. Look, just happens. There you go. That's a piece of furniture they call a squatter's chair. I made that, I don't know, years ago, but there you go. Squatter's chair, Jarrah. And these leg things here, they flip out so you can cock your leg over it. And good bit of gear, that. Lovely chair, squatter's chair. I can't believe I made that, but I did. That must have been, mid-90s, I think I made that for someone. It was a commission. The photos, the plethora of trivia. There you go, the plethora of trivia I have around here. Now I'm just going to go and rip something up on the on the saw table. I was going to say the cyborg, but no, it's a table. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm thinking as I'm working here, let's change that over. So we've got that one. And this, this is a bit of oak I'm working with, right? A manky old bit of oak. You wouldn't give two bob for it, but it's beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to rip a couple of bits of that up. Now, it's a bit rotten back there. Let me just have a look to see what size I need, and I might be able to get away with that manky old bit. Yep, that's all right. I can do that. We can do that. We have the technology. It's got to go from there to there, which is good. And there to there, which is good. So what I'll do is, I'm not going to cut these, or am I? No. Yes, I might. No, I'll put them through the thicknesser first. Or let me just have a look at that other piece to see if I've got a betterer, much more betterer piece on the other side, and I'll rip that off if I have. Actually, yeah, that looks a bit better. We might take this bit. Talk amongst yourselves for a tick. I'm just going to throw that over the joiner and get a decent edge on it. All right. That squared that up a bit better, so we'll just cut a couple of strips of that. All right. Just going to shuck that through the joiner and thicknesser so you can come out here to the mess. Whoop. Lovely sunny day out there today. Ba-dum-bum. There you go. Okay. And that has absolutely spectacular medullary rays on it, which is really, really pretty. So we'll just dock this. Let's see how much I need. Need. Oh, hang on. No, that's easy peasy. Okay. So it's only 5. What have I got there? There you go. I'll square these up then. Okay, we'll go back over the finger muncher in a tick. I've just got to figure out how big these are going to be. Oh, I love that. I want that medullary ray, I think, because that's got, yeah, that looks a bit bland. If you look at that, it just looks a bit ordinary. But if you go that way, you've got that beautiful medullary grain. So that's what we will do there, which means I'm going to have to think that's what I'm going to have to do. If I go that way. Oh dear. Okay, where's the pencil? So you can see what I'm attempting to do. Let me just take this, I'll be with you in a tick. G'day mate, how are you? Hello, how you going? Well, no, but it can be. I'm streaming now, but if you want to come round at 1 o'clock, I'll be right. All right, mate. See you then. Cheers, mate. Bye. There you go. Got someone to have a coffee with. Okay. So, I'm going to set it up. How deep is that? I'm sorry if I'm talking to myself, but it's what I do best. Okay, well that's nearly, I tell you what, that's nearly a blade thickness. So I might, that's what I'll do. Alright, so pull that off there. And once it's set up, it's easy to do, but it's like everything else, it takes so long to set the flipping thing up. And that there. Okay. So if I cut down maths was never my strong suit. That's why you see I don't measure much stuff. It's because it's much easier to do it a bit of the time off each side. Where's what's it? Let me find the centre of this. The way you find the centre of something is you roughly look at it and say, yeah, that's pretty close. Then you do a mark, and then from the other side, you do a mark, and then between those two marks is the centre. So in this case, because that's about the width of a pencil, that's what we will use. There we go. Okay. And the thing is, if it's not dead centre, I don't really care, because it's wide enough that if it's too big on one edge, I'll just remove that edge. So there's my centre mark there. I'll roughly get that close to it, which is by eyeball about there. So what I'm going to do, again, when you're cutting these dovetails, remove the waste. Now you can remove the waste with, you can remove the waste with a router, but I'm going to use the table saw in this case. And that's going to be to there. There we go, we'll take that out. Put a mark in there. So now I've got to remove the waste, that height there. So I'll set my saw table up to that height, and I'll take that waste back to there. Then we'll go over and we'll put a couple of dovetails on it. Okay. Let's see if I can go there. We'll drop the saw down. And you most likely aren't even watching because I haven't changed it. So I'll do that. But as Marta said, it's a chat room for miscreants. So me doing woodwork's got nothing to do with it. No, it's all good. All good. Oh, okay. So now where are we? Okay, I've got to go to that depth there. So excuse my fat head. I'm just going to wind this down to the tip, just below the tip actually. That'll do that. And then I'll move the fence up to give me that. And I'll use a miter box if it's going to work. There we go. And there we go. Let's see. Just see if that's going to line up with that bit that we did over here. That's pretty well close enough. But it's a bit too deep, I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, I've gone too deep that way, so I've got to pull it back. Oh, I don't know. No, I reckon that is spot on. But it's going to be very fragile. We'll run it over the router and see what we can come up with. That's all we can do. I'll do these too, so we got a spare if we need one. I'm just looking at this, oh crikey. Where's that? That's pretty darn close, I reckon. We'll give it a shot. See what we can do. Okay. Back over here. And this is one of the things that makes this a lovely router table with this feature for doing end grain routing, which really is very, very challenging. But with this slide, it's just an absolute breeze. So we'll just make sure that's set up nice and square. Which it is. And what we want is the bottom. Now what is that doing? Okay, let's try that. The bottom of the tail has to just touch. So we're right with, oh hang on, wait a minute before I adjust that. There's one I had to do a couple more to, wasn't there? I better do these before I forget and change the setting, because then I'll be really in it. Okay, so this one here. And this one here. That sounds as if it's done. No, perhaps there's only one that I missed. No, that's all right. All right, so now got to move this along. So what? So at the bottom. And this is the great thing about having extra material, because I've actually got room to play with. Okay, this is going to be too shallow, but it doesn't matter because I'll just dock it off and we'll do it again. Got to see if it's going to work in principle. All right, here we go. Okay, that's better. Very close. It's starting to get a dovetail on there. Take it in a little bit more. Just a little bit. Barely perceptible to the eye, but it definitely did move. And there you go. So it's set up now. This is too deep, so I've got to cut it a little bit shallower. But in principle, it's working, so I'm happy with that. So now I've just got to fine tune it. And if you can imagine, that's going to be the centre. These are going to sit flush with here. And also I'll take that gap out. Now to take that gap out just means I've got to move the fence on the saw in about 1/2 mil. So it'll be nice and tight, and then I can cut these dovetails again and rip it on the saw or plane it or whatever, down that side and that side. So I've just got straight bits that'll go in there and radiate like the spokes of a wheel. And what I'm thinking of doing is having it was going to be symmetrical, straight across there and there, but with this I think I'm going to have it about there and then across there and down there, so it's going to be asymmetrical. Well there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That's how you do dovetails on the what's it called? Router table. You can do sliding dovetails on there too, just takes a little bit more setting up. But I'm going to leave that there because mentally and emotionally I am shot. But I'm going to play around with that this afternoon, and then tomorrow I hope I'll have the crosses put together and might even have them recessed into here. If not, we'll recess them tomorrow. So this is the beauty of having so many projects you can go on with. Here's the box that we did yesterday with the lid glued on, but it needs just to be planed off. There we go, planed off here, which for that I'll use, you could use anything really, but I'd say I'll use a block plane. Although, give us a look, we might use a 5 1/4, that's all good too. Pretty close to being there. That last bit I'll chamfer with sandpaper. Do the same on here. It doesn't matter which way you plane, because it's plywood anyway. We do have a bit of a gap up this end that didn't take, but that's fine. We'll clean that up with what do you call it? Not that one. We'll clean that up with putty, wood putty, and then the same on the ends. You can either take them off with a saw, or again, let's get up here, there we go, with a hand plane. It doesn't really matter, but we'll get that sorted. Have that one done. We've got the carving to start on that. Got to finish those hinge boxes, but I tell you, I wasn't in the mood for that today. I've got some turnings to finish over there, and what I was going to, just for you, Max, I was going to turn some bedposts, but I might do that later on today as well. But anyway, that's it. I can hear coffee calling my name. Where's the finger? Let's have a quick chat. In Australia, we call it fairy floss. Oh, yeah. I'm miles away. Where am I? Oh, no, I'm pretty close. I'll go back 10 minutes. Bum bum ba dee dum bum. Oh. That was a book. Here, I'll show you him just in case people haven't seen him. Here's little Fido. Got some more work to do on him as well. So he's slowly getting there. Just a little bit of fun marquetry. Look, it is. If you can combine many arts together, glass work, fabric work, timber work, metal work. In fact, this Sydney Barnsley chest I spoke about earlier, I want to do the metal strapping on that, so blacksmithing that, make the hinges, and awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to it. It's cold enough now I can fire the forge up. Yeah, well, it's true, isn't it? Wood's just like fibres. Most fibres plant, cotton, flaxseed, all of those. Good morning, everyone that I've missed. Oh, thanks, John. I like that, Jeff. Oh, there we go. Message has just come in. I just winding up, darling, but you can come and say hello.
No, I just come to check on you.
You did. Because why? Because I was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fragile.
That's it. There, the stone wall's got a crack in it. How is he? Just lying on his bed?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I've just been making a toy.
Oh, have you? What have you been doing?
Making a toy dog.
Oh, thanks very much. I've got a surrogate straight away. That's it. No worries, Dovey.
Hi, Ray.
I
Morning.
don't know. Why does it? You can tell me tomorrow night. Yeah, had one of those already. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. Appreciate it. No, we're good. Hey, did you see what I did? No, you didn't, because this those glazing bars I was talking about this morning.
Yeah.
I'll lock in like that, only be a tighter fit, and then that'll radiate from there.
Fantastic.
Oh, I think it'll look pretty schmick. So Dave is going to come around about 1. So
Okay.
oh, I might go and I think I'll have a coffee. Look at me, mad professor, Julia Sumner Miller. Why is it so? A glass and a half of milk and every full cream bar of dairy Cadbury
milk chocolate.
Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate. That's it. There you go. So anyway, that's it. Oh dear. All right.
Just hello to everyone. Bye, everyone.
That's it. That's what it is. So this is Steve and Sue pulling the shed door down. We'll be here tomorrow though at the usual time.
All being well.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking there was something. That's Monday afternoon. Something was happening. What were we doing Monday afternoon? Oh, that's right. I'm catching up. Well, I'm catching up with Louise.
Yes.
So there you go. All right. We'll see you tomorrow morning. This is Steve and Sue pulling the shed door down, saying remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly,
Keep it safe.
look after yourself, be kind to each other. And I look forward to having your company in the workshop tomorrow, where we will do something else. Because it's no good me telling you what we're going to do, because it never works that way. No, I used to do that a lot. We're going to do this, and it never happened. So God bless. Thank you, everyone. Sorry I didn't give too much attention to you, but I'm pleased you enjoyed this, and we'll see what the end result looks like tomorrow. So if I haven't already done it, God bless you, and stay safe. Bye for now. I'd say yes, David, it's what you think it is. So, tough time over the next couple of days. We'll see. Cheers.